Most parents assume, it's just a given, that as your kids become teenagers, the relationship you have with them is going to break down and fall apart. But just because that's what's normal doesn't mean it's guaranteed. It is absolutely possible for you to maintain a strong connection with your kids as they go out and search for independence and autonomy. You just have to be willing to accept the fact that the relationship is going to look different. The dynamic is going to change, and you have to be willing to adapt. I've got a teenage son, and my daughter's going to be a teenager next year, and I know it's early on, but all signs so far are indicating that we've laid a foundation strong enough to continue building our relationship, and that as storms come, we will be able to withstand them. I want to share with you 3 things I'm doing now to maintain that connection and stay close with my kids, and mistakes I avoid so I don't drive them further away. So why is staying connected and staying close to our kids the goal? Why not good grades or obedience or compliance or respect? I read this scripture a couple of months ago, and reading this is what got me started thinking about this whole topic. I'm going to read it for you. It's John chapter 17. This is Jesus praying, and he says, "While I was with them, I kept them in your name, which you have given me." He's talking about his disciples. "I have guarded them, and not one of them has been lost." I read that and I thought, man, how awesome would that be if one day I could say that about my kids? What an accomplishment. If I could say, Lord, you've given me these people to disciple, and I've not lost a single one of them. And as believers, raising high-achieving, athletic, honor students is not the goal. Jesus didn't brag about his disciples' accomplishments. In fact, he showed us how unimportant their accomplishments really were when he said, you're going to come to me one day and say, look what I've done. And he's going to say, depart from me. I don't know you. We don't have a connection. The connection is more important than the accomplishment. And if you want to prioritize connection over accomplishments, here's what to do. The first thing you need to do, this is super important, is just accept that the relationship is changing. It's going to look different. They are not the same kid at 16 as they were at 6. The things they need from you are different now, and that changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. I think a lot of parents struggle with this. They struggle to accept this if their identity is too wrapped up in being needed by their kids. A few months ago, my son came to me and said, Dad, I want more freedom. I want to be able to do what I want to do, go places alone, not have my whole day scripted out and controlled by someone else. And I explained to him that any good parent wants freedom and independence for their kid more than the kid wants freedom and independence. That's just good parenting. You want them to grow up and leave the nest. You don't want to try to stifle their growth because it's coming. It's happening one way or another. And the more you try to control them, the more resentful they're going to be. Anybody who has a teenager knows this to be true. The surest way to get a teen to do something is to tell them they can't do it. Second, be intentional, but don't be annoying. You should be studying your teen. You should be an expert on your kid. What is he like? What is he not like? What's he into? What annoys him? Who are his friends? Hobbies, music, foods, whatever information you can gather it. There are 2 reasons for this. Number 1, it's going to give you perspective. It's going to help you understand a bigger picture of who he's becoming. Number 2, all of those things are just opportunities for connection. If you can share a common interest, if you like the same restaurant, if you want to watch the same movie, all of these things are just extra points where you can connect. But, big but, warning, this can be annoying to your teen. So don't overdo it. Try to play it cool. You don't have to become a groupie for the band that they like, or all of a sudden be obsessed with the things they're obsessed with. Just chill. Don't go crazy. You should be constantly looking for opportunities to connect. But opportunity does not mean you force your way in. It's more like jiggling the knob on the door to see if it's open, not pushing it open. And if for some reason, by some miracle, your teen is the one that opens the door first, be available. You don't want them coming for connection and you shut them down. So look for opportunities to connect over anything. Be available when they're ready. Third is choose your battles wisely. Teens love to fight. Do not give them the satisfaction. Pick the hill you're going to die on and die there, but let the little things go. Learn how to deal with your own pride. If you're like me, you hate losing a fight with a kid, especially. But it's okay to let them think they won. And the truth is, life is often a better teacher anyway. So they can go off thinking they're right about something, and I'll let life correct them. And fourth, bonus tip, pray for your kid. You need to be praying for your teen. They are under immense pressure. The attack on them is massive at this stage in their life. You might remember how difficult it was being a kid. Do your job as their spiritual covering and pray for them. Better yet, pray with them. Let them hear it. Let them participate. Ask them, how can I pray for you? Get them involved so they can see your dedication to their well-being. If you can keep the connection with your teen healthy and strong, the teenage years don't have to suck. Change your expectation about what connection means. Be intentional and choose your battles. If this video was helpful for you, you might find this one interesting. I talk all about how I discipline my kids without making them hate me.